Kyaiktiyo Pagoda, Golden Rock, Myanmar. This map feels different the moment you look at it. There is no dense grid, no clutter of streets, no overwhelming urban noise. Instead, there is a single story unfolding vertically. One route, one destination, one purpose. This is a pilgrimage map, and every design decision here serves that journey. A map built around a destination. At the very top of the map sits the focal point, Kayak Tio, more widely known as the Golden Rock. Everything else on this map exists because of that point. Unlike city maps that radiate outward, this one funnels inward. The lines converge, labels thin out. The closer you get to the Golden Rock, the more intentional the map becomes. This is not a map asking, "Where are you?" It's a map asking, "How do you get there?" Vertical composition is narrative. Notice the orientation. The map is tall, narrow, and vertically stretched. That is not accidental. This layout mirrors elevation gain, physical effort, and spiritual ascent. From the bottom, Kinpoint to the summit, the eye is guided upward step by step. In cartographic terms, this is path-centric mapping. This is called path-centric mapping. Space is compressed horizontally and expanded vertically to prioritize the journey over surrounding geography. The road versus the footpath. Look closely at the line styles. A solid, light-colored road marks the primary vehicular route. Dotted and dashed lines branch off. These represent walking paths, pilgrimage trails, and alternate foot routes. Small temple icons punctuate the landscape, acting as spiritual milestones rather than navigational ones. This contrast tells a quiet story. Modern access exists, but tradition still matters. The map doesn't erase walking routes even though vehicles can now reach much of the climb. Instead, it preserves them visually, honoring the older way of arriving. Icons instead of buildings. You notice something missing. There are no building footprints, no property blocks, no urban parcels. Instead, we see icons. Pagodas, viewpoints, rest stops, camps, spiritual markers. This is symbolic cartography. The map is not concerned with ownership or construction, it's concerned with meaning. Each icon acts like a sentence in a story. Pause here, look here, reflect here. Rivers as context, not focus. Soft blue lines, streams, and creeks snake through the darker background. They're understated, secondary, almost whispering. That's intentional. These waterways provide environmental context, terrain, difficulty, isolation, but they are not protagonists. Unlike city maps where rivers dominate structure, here they serve as quiet reminders of landscape, not obstacles to movement. Color psychology at work. The background is deep and dark, almost night-like. Against it, paths glow in warm tones, icons shine in gold, labels are restrained in calm. This palette does emotional work. It evokes stillness, reverence, focus, and sacredness. This is not a map meant to be skimmed quickly. It invites slow reading, much like the journey it represents. Labeling with restraint. Typography here is minimal and selective. Only places that matter to the journey are named. Camps, junctions, temples, and viewing points. Large empty spaces are left unlabeled. That emptiness is not ignorance, it's intention. It communicates remoteness, quiet, and separation from everyday life. Good cartography knows when not to speak. How a map like this is made. Technically, this map began with real geographic data, roads, elevation, and waterways. But what makes it powerful is what came next, editorial design. This kind of map was created through GIS database for accuracy, vector illustration tools for refinement, manual simplification of terrain, hand-placed icons and labels, artistic control over color, and hierarchy. This is not a raw data map, it's a curated experience. Scale as a suggestion, not as a rule. There is a scale bar, but scale here is secondary. Distances are less important than progress. The map is telling you this may not be far, but it is significant. Cartographically, this is a reminder that scale is not only about meters and kilometers, it's also about effort, time, and intention. What this map is really showing. On the surface, this is a tourist and pilgrimage map, but underneath it shows something deeper. How belief reshapes geography, how routes gain meaning through repetition, how destinations pull landscape towards them. The land is not organized by economics or efficiency here, it is organized by faith. Closing thought: most maps try to explain the world, this one guides you through it. It doesn't overwhelm, it doesn't distract, it doesn't compete for attention. It quietly says, start here, follow this path, you'll know when you arrive. And that is the power of intentional map making. If you also want a custom map to be developed like this for your organization needs, or your business needs, or your personal needs, reach out to mapsandlocations.com and we'll help you. Thank you.